There is bubbles in my water. Is that because of the nitrogen to oxygen from leaving it out? I don't know. We're gonna have to. Oh, hey, I'm live. Just got my glass of water. And my sun. I mean, my face is all red because of the sun, because of altitude. Apparently, you get sunburned faster at 7,000 feet than if you were at 1,000 feet. And hey, welcome to the live show. I will answer some questions at the end of the freaking show. I'm all hyped because I got a new VO2 Max with my Ironman training, and I got a new FTP, and it was a good race to watch. However, there is something I need to show you guys because it has to do more with freaking flaggers. And I know I've talked to MX Sports about it, and there is flaggers that travel with the series. However, this is a little comical. Okay, I'm not. Okay, there's the clickbait, right? Hunter and Sexton both get penalized because, according to the rule book, they should. Here, I gotta zoom this in. Okay. Oh crap! You got to control plus. All right, page 62 of the 2024 AMA Pro Racing Rulebook, Pro Motocross Championship. On track violations. First offense. Dun dun dun. Red cross violation in a moto. No advantage. 5 points and purse money with 2 positions. So that would mean that Sexton would get third and would get third place purse money, and Hunter would finish 7th the first moto and not actually 5th. But you guys just here with me. Why, Johnny? Why? Well, here we go. I think it's because somebody was just playing with the flag. Okay, so And do they look back at like what's going on? All right, here's this dude. What is he thinking? He's just got the red cross flag, just jumping, just waving out there. Woo, 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 wave, 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 wave. And who's number 153? I gotta see, but he's looking over like, dude, that's not a blue flag. I know I might be getting lapped, but that's the red cross flag. That is the wrong flag. This is a flag that is if a rider's seriously injured. But look, we continue looking. There is nobody around. Okay, I'll answer some of those comments here in a second because this happened again in Moto 2 of the 250s, I believe, but both those riders rolled that jump when Tom and Deegan. This was Moto 1 that the commentators did not see. I mean, it's blatantly obvious. This dude is waving a red cross flag at the tip of a jump. And Hunter and both Sexton jump it. Therefore, realistically, the rules say 5-point penalty plus purse. However, I'm going to call BS on this because there was really nothing there, right? There was nothing there. And yes, this is a live reaction show. So I have not had time to text or comment and try to find out what really was going through this flagger's mind. Was he there? Was he thinking about, man, that breakfast burrito in halftime smells really good. I know my buddy got that. I think I might want one of those as well. Okay, so yes, I'm somewhat making fun of the sport at this moment because this should not happen, especially with the precautions that have gone on throughout this year because of flaggers ever since Hangtown when, one of the riders came out and took out one of the mechanics. I mean, that was a freak deal, but still, there's just been more and more issues. Even last weekend at Millville with Anderson coming across. Yes, there was a yellow flag that was obvious, but Anderson still jumped on somebody's bike. But there's issues that are going on. Even with Sexton winning this moto and then doing an extra lap because he didn't see the checkered flag. Like, what? That's that's an extra 2.5 minutes on the motorcycle. What if he ran out of gas? I mean, what if that bike ran out of gas and he ended? I mean, yes, that's like doomsday conspiracy theorist with what's going on politically. I mean, there's lots of conspiracies going out there, so might as well put one out there. But dude, I don't know. Here, let me just look at this one more time because I can't help but laugh at this. These guys are hauling ass. They're racing for the lead. Number 150. I need to find out who that privateer is. I should have done it beforehand, but I mean, again, live show. But he's over there like, WTF? Why is there a Red Cross flag? And it's waving. It's clearly waving. Wow. Waving. All right. Okay. So there is no penalty because here, let me show you. Usually they show that the penalty reports take like 4 days to go through stuff. But if I look at the motos, the provisional results, usually they have them written out here, whether or not riders get penalized. But no, Chase and Hunter did not get penalized because it would be stupid if they did. Again, however, the rules are rules, and maybe it shouldn't happen with the flagger. Okay. And to answer some of the people's, okay, hold on. I got to show this. Flaggers were hired by Secret Service. Stone photo. That's a good one right there. Because if you've seen any of the memes on the internet about Trump's personnel, where they can't even like holster their weapon, Oh yeah, we're protecting the president. We're 1/3 the size of him. We're gonna hold him, but can't holster our Here, I gotta show that. Good. That's a good comment, dude. John wants to know where the cookies are. No, dude, just clearly hopped up on water, because I got bubbles in it, which means it's been sitting out here do you see the bubbles? It's been sitting out for a while. And I think that is because it's now warm. All right. But here we're talking about racing, and back to a little bit of the 250s to answer the questions. Tom Viall and Deegan did not get penalized either. And that might have been a for sure Red Cross incident, but they both rolled the jump. You're supposed to roll the jump in the incident here in Moto 1. These guys did not roll the jump. The lapper did, but the two guys out front did not. They had tunnel vision, and this guy was apparently wondering what was for lunch because he's just sitting there just waving the flag, aboard, and he's not even on top of the jump. I'm glad it wasn't bad, but still, it's not a good sight for the sport when that stuff happens. But here, all right, I digress enough on that. With the 250s, AP, dude, taking just swigging, was it 3-2 beer? Or was it 7%? It was probably 7%. After the motos, he's just getting it chugged by one of the fans. Like, love AP, dude. The dude just knows how to party, and I'm sure Redbud was a blast with him. And him on factory KTM, yeah, Sexton's got the super serious. AP does his work. You can tell he does his work. His jawline, his chin, he's strong but skinny and lean. He puts in the work. Same thing with Jason Anderson, which, dude, was super aggressive. And him finally getting on the podium, the dude is not afraid to take a punch and to throw a punch at people. It was really sweet to see him at round 8 of this motocross championship of 11 rounds go out there and put in some hard passes on some guys. And also AP getting the whole shots, being out front. And it's a bummer for those guys getting past after leading for 20 minutes or so, because I believe AP was that first moto. Second moto, you've got the Green Goblin, Jason Anderson out there and leading for 22 minutes and then gets passed by Sexton, who is basically tatty on a bicycle because for some reason, dude, that dude just can throw down stuff and never gets tired. And you can say whatever you want about that stuff. But anyway, my phone is tethered to, I didn't know it was anyway, I'm sorry. I'm looking at other stuff. I get this weird notification on this. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Chase is unbeatable. I've said it ever since Jet got injured that he was the bulldog and has the series by the cojones. By the effing cojones. And Hunter, I wouldn't be surprised if he's injured. That first moto, we saw some fight in him. He went backwards after the aggressiveness with Anderson, but then he decided to get his shit together. And once Chase was behind him, he started hauling effing ass. And then ultimately the pressure got to him and he crashed before the infamous Washougal whoops or rollers, giant triple doubles, just big ass bumps. And I do believe Anderson was riding as well as he did because of the sheer fact that this is a more of a hard packed track. And he seems to do well at those, even in Supercross, once stuff gets real choppy and real holy. And, you have to, I don't know, you got to have a stiffer somewhat setup. He seems to excel. And Hunter, I don't know if he's hurt or not. He's been having massive back issues. He's crashed a couple of hard times this summer. And for that, him doing a 5-4 with the first moto crashing, the second moto just going backwards, he's ready for a 2-week break. Absolutely ready for a 2-week break. If I switch, I am on, why the heck your Wi-Fi? Okay. Apparently, you guys let me know if the stream is doing something weird, because I'm getting all sorts of interesting notifications on the live stream here. But I'm going to continue because that's what we do on the live stream. It's live. Enough joking around. But anyway, 250s. My boy, Tom Vial, finally gets a W. Saying it's a little fuzzy, man. I'm going to Comcast over here. All right, small break. Let me do. Oh my God. Here, I'll just do this live so you guys can see. That should be fine. What the heck? Half a gig down. 200. Definitely not 1080. Well, I'm not starting it over because can't do that. That's a plenty good connection. Man, StreamYard paying for a premium subscription here, and you're letting me go here. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you guys holding out here. I won't keep this one super, super long, but I got to say what I got to say about the 250s because my water, the bubbles are back. All right. So, Levi having issues after a win. Finally wins Millville. He won it in the mud when it was downright dirty, right? They paid extra for that 5-star dining. And now he's back to McDonald's for 12th place. At least that second moto getting a 4th. There's a little bit of redemption there. Went to like Chick-fil-A, basically. Some Christian chicken. Now he's back on. No podium, but still doing better. Tom, start to finish. Way to go, Tom. Second moto, not able to make it happen because Deegan didn't fall down this time. If Deegan would have not fallen down the first moto, he probably would have just went 1-1. That's pretty much it. He crashed. There's some stuff going around on the internet with him renting a private jet. And I was kind of thinking like he was probably in a private jet beforehand. But I mean, social media is social media. And you love the kid, dude. He's exciting. And when he passed Tom and just blew by him, he did the nice little look back like, hey, I got you covered. Got you freaking covered. Well, that was basically it for Washougal. Flaggers mistakes. Sexton is going to win the series. Deegan is going to win the series. I'm ready for some Super Motocross playoffs. But make sure you hit that subscribe button and also pay attention to this week. I'll probably have the Lions video out maybe a couple days later. No podcast on Monday. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm going to be flying and I can't really go live when I'm flying, right? The speed is going to be worse than what this is going on right now. But here, I'll take a little bit of time and answer some of the comments here. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, I think I answered this. Clear Window Tint LLC, a limited liability company. Like it, buddy. No penalty. He did not jump on that red cross flag, but Hunter and Sexton both did. Dun, dun, dun. What? Oh, okay. Here we go. What do you expect out of Vial and Diga battle for the last few rounds? Vial's got to get his shit together. He's doing well. He's got his shit more so together. It's like solid. We don't like the shit that's all, what do you say, mushy? Because that's no fun. Because that's what creates a rat. So he just needs to get good moto starts, and Deegan has to make a mistake. You got to hope that Deegan's going to fall down, because if he doesn't fall down, he's a fairly safe bet to win all the motos. All the motos. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, gotta love the Brop. Brop, appreciate it, too. Dun, dun, dun. I gotta highlight this one again, because that's the best comment so far. 9 vertical motion in the flag rather than some lazy waving. Why not doing a long vertical motion of the flag rather than some lazy waving? I don't know. Oh, that's a great one. So Brian says they need to hire flaggers that actually have experience. Most of these are volunteers that need to have the same flag. Yeah, we talked about that on my podcast with Rhino, where it's like, hey, we're going to give you lunch and here's $50. Yeah, there's probably something that needs to be done a little bit better so that doesn't happen. And there should probably be designated guys that are like, hey, you're blue flag. Hey, you're yellow flag. Hey, do you know the difference between the colors and what they mean? Like, here's a test. And shouldn't be a very hard test to pass. But if you don't know the difference between waving this one and this one, you can't do it. But experienced flaggers that potentially are, like those anal retentive people that you meet, like the guys that you sit down at, I don't know, like the DMV or something, where it's like this minimum wage job. Okay, I'm generalizing or profiling, but we've all had that before, where you're like, dude, you're getting paid minimum wage. Why are you giving me such a hard time? Just let it slide. Just let it slide. But there's some people that are just like, rules are rules. You cannot break them. There's no gray area. I'm basically saying I would make a shitty flagger, because I'd be watching the race and I wouldn't have the flag there at all, But those are the type of people we need. Those anal retentive people that they can't have any rules being broken whatsoever. Dun, dun, dun. I'm fuzzy. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Screen cam is fuzzy. Well, I'm sorry, because this has been a good stream. I'm having a really good time doing it. Oh, now we have the Secret Service Wi-Fi connection, and I should not be in Wi-Fi. I shouldn't be on Wi-Fi. I'm on a LAN connection. Crazy. That's getting a gig down. Anyway, I have to apologize for my ISP. How is it? Oh, this is a good one. How is it determined who gets the overall when you go 1-2 versus 2-1? Second moto always breaks the tie, but they still make the same amount of points. I believe second place, is it 22 points or 23? It's one of those, but it's 25 points to win. So they both equal up to the same amount of points. So they basically tied, but second moto breaks the tie. So they get the trophy, and then they get the bonus money, right? And the purse money for doing that. David says I get paid more for flagging for my local tracks. Interesting. Okay. And last one before I let you guys go. Okay, we've got MSL Man. I disagree. Hunter's a great rider. Racing against with Jetson brings out the best in riders except Chase. Interesting point. Interesting point. Maybe I'm being hypothetically, and maybe I'm being harsh, right? We know that Hunter would lap me time and time again. I couldn't even qualify for a race anymore because I'm too scared to hurt myself again, right? But with that being said, I got to go pick up my truck because I got some new Falcon tires on it, and boom. Oh, but J-Bone says that they're volunteers. Yeah, maybe they shouldn't be volunteers. They should be on payroll for this kind of stuff, right? And I do know that there is lights on good portions of the track. So, it's a big event to put on, but ending it with this, man, what happened to it? I just lost it. My video went away. This should never happen. This should never happen. Freaking never happen. Anyway, With that being said, I appreciate every single one of you guys, and make sure you have a awesome Sunday. If you're breaking out the two wheels, whether it's a bicycle or the moto, just go have a ball. Get in the zone. Just elbow down that sucker. Actually, elbow up, but you get my humor here. And just drop the clutch and just bra da 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 da. Love y'all, you two-wheel knuckleheads.